Hi guys, good morning. I hope you're fine. I hope you're doing well, and this video is meeting you at the right time. So, I'm done watching this series on Netflix, The Polygamist, and for a few days I've just been living in wow. Throughout the series, my mouth was just wide open, like, ha. That movie will trigger you, to be very honest, because whether we like it or not, so many of us fall into one of these women's category. Is either your Joyce, Matipa, Elsie, or Lindani, or who else? Or the other lady with HIV issues or whatever. Whether we like it or not, we fall into the categories of these women, right? If we're going to be honest with each other. Now, the movie will trigger you, right? If you are Joyce, you feel used. You feel like a very foolish person. You feel dumb. You feel like, oh my, like you were looking out for somebody who wasn't even looking out for himself. It will trigger you, it will bring up past memories, whether we like it or not. Because I think at some point, some of us were Joyce. Because, I mean, we started relationships being naive, inexperienced, all loving and caring, forgiving, tolerating, tendering, enduring, and all of that. All right, and we were giving graces to people that we should have just dumped from the first day. I don't know if I feel pity for Joyce. Do I feel pity for her? Not really. I think I was kind of embarrassed. I was embarrassed because, I mean, with Matipa first, I would understand, right? Men cheat and stuff happens, right? You can't just control what your spouse does. And then he moved to Essie. That was at the point that I would have lost it. You see that point? If I was married, that marriage would not move past that one. Because I don't even know what she was doing with that guy, to be very honest. Because it looked like, or it was, that she was the engine room of this guy. She was the one that built this guy. You molded him. He is who he is because of you, right? So you can take back all your power and let the whole house or the whole building crash down. Is that simple, right? Then you're with this guy for some sort of stupid endorsement that I don't even know. How much is it? You can even make more money from the company that he's built, but you are still there. And you can't tell me it's because of the children, because if you watch this series to the last part, you will see that the son is already having the traits of his father. How do you allow somebody like that stay close to your children? Definitely they will copy stuff from him or copy things from this man. Do you understand? He was at one point said, he was saying, oh, the son is a weakling, he's not behaving like him. You mean womanizing is the trait of a strong man? Womanizing and causing the people that loves you harm, hurting them, is the trait of a strong man. And then you want your son to behave just like you, that he's weak. Oh my god. You don't allow such people to stay close to your children. Just take them out of bed to where they belong. He can go to the streets, start his life there, and be behaving anyhow he wants to behave. But it doesn't actually make sense that you allow your children go around such a person. Now your daughter is hurt, your son is not just hurt, he's paid, and now he's turning into the same toxic human being that his father was. It just does not make sense. It just does not make sense. Do you understand? And then again, Matipa. I was so disappointed at her because why the fuck do you want to be this man's wife? By all means. Okay, you want to prove a point to Joyce. Okay. Point proven. Now you're the one suffering from me. Man, when you supposed job clean mouth, you won't come born for him. You won't come marry him. Okay, now you don't marry him. This is like Matipa's case is like the case of you thinking that you're going for gold. You now pick koi, and now you want to trash the koi now. Mr. Gomora does not even have sense, because if he has some sort of sense, he will know that almost all of these women around you are just there for the money. The only person that was there because she truly cared was Joyce, your first wife, right? And then you were just like, the audacity of him to even be doing like he didn't do anything wrong, very unaccountable, and just anyhow kind of person. Like, he will hurt these women and even feel like they are overreacting, bro. And then when he got to Lindani's part, I wasn't even surprised at all, right? Because at that point that him and Joyce returned back from their trip, and then they saw their children throwing the party, and then Lindani was kind of like twisting her waist and twerking and all of that. The way he was looking at her, I knew something was going to go down there. I was expecting something like that, but that part wasn't forthcoming. So I thought, okay, maybe he had some sense and then will not want to move to his daughter's friend. But then when I saw it, but I wasn't entirely shocked. I wasn't at all, because men like that, even your house help. There was a point I was expecting that he will move to the house help, or the cook of the house safe. I was expecting that. If there was a season 2 and then he was still alive till that season 2, I'm very sure he would have moved to his house help or his PA, his secretary, and oh my god, almost everybody at the office, because what the fuck is that? Are you a dog? And I feel like men should even go and watch this series. Men should actually watch this series more than women, right? Because see how the man ended up. See how he ended up. He ended up rejected and dejected. Imagine having all that kind of money and people around you, that kind of crowd around you, but nobody was looking out for it. Nobody was actually genuinely concerned about you because you have caused all the people that love you pain. You've hurt them to the extent that they don't even care whether you live or not. It's terrible. It's one thing to be a bad and terrible husband, and it's another thing to be a bad and terrible father. You are going to suffer for it. You are so going to suffer for it. And as for FC, I don't even feel anything for her because I just feel like she's that man's biggest enabler. She's that man's biggest enabler. She acted like the man's mother at some point. Like, how can you be so okay with somebody keeping you behind the scene for over 15 years? You were cool with being a secret wife. As for Lindani, I really have no words for her, right? Because from the look of things, I think her upbringing really affected her. Like, she was raised at the bar or the lounge. Her mother has no restrictions concerning her. She had no rules guiding her. There was no father and nobody that could talk to her. And the mother was always expecting her to bring something home. So it was crazy. It was crazy. So she ending up that way. I was even surprised how Pume was having that kind of friend, right? What was the relationship between Pume and this girl? Because they don't even act alike at all. In that situation, you can't even say birds of a feather flock together because these birds, their feathers are not even alike at all. Tell me how you move to your friend's father. Like, it doesn't make any sense. Where's the respect? Where's the loyalty? Where is the friendship? You didn't even think of your relationship with this girl before you did what you did, right? And then the last part that she moved to this man's son. Like, how you want to take sleep with father and son? Oh, you would know that she's actually a very desperate person, and then she was all about the money, nothing for her. Like, shit. I feel like all these things wouldn't have happened if Joyce had taken a better decision. These things would not have even gotten this bad if Joyce had handled this whole issue from episode 3. Giving this man, now your entire family is messed up, your career is messed up, your children, they are messed up, your whole life is messed up, like you don't even have peace. If she had handled this thing from episode 3 or something, these things wouldn't have gotten this bad. Entire series, there are just 3 persons that I feel pity for, right? Sarah, Magesh, and Pume. I feel like those are only the 3 innocent people in the series because the rest of the people knew what they were signing up for. Now, for Magesh, he had to pause his entire life for his stupid ass brother who cannot behave well. For Sarah, she did not plan to be born into that kind of drama, chaos, confusion, and entire thing because it just does not make sense that your daughter is just always struggling to be accepted, to be recognized, to be treated well. It doesn't make sense. And for Pume, oh my god, she just wants to be loved by her father. She just wants the father to be a good man, be a good person, be a good example to them, and that's just it.